Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to your Yoga Every Hour Monday afternoon Vinyasa flow. My name is Emma, or the Strong Yogi. Welcome if you've not been here before, and welcome back if you have. So we're going to be going through a sort of 45-minute Vinyasa flow today. If you need to take a break at any point during the practice, you're going to come to one of two poses. So from your tabletop position, where your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips, if you need to rest, you can take your child's pose. So you can just sink those hips back onto the heels, rest the forehead on the mat. You can keep those arms out long. You can take them beside you. You can take those knees out as wide as the mat for more of a stretch to the hips, or you can keep them in narrower. And then your other resting pose is going to be your downward facing dog. So again, from your tabletop position, when you go to your downward facing dog, your hands and your feet are going to stay exactly where they are. You're just going to tuck those toes under and raise the hips to the sky. So in your downward facing dog, you're lifting your hips upwards, gazing towards your belly button and melting that chest downwards towards the mat. So this is your downward facing dog position. And other than those two, if there's any other poses that you want to take, if you need to come out of any poses and take a different variation, then please do so. If you feel any pain or discomfort, please come out of whichever pose you're in. If you need to rest, and then just start again when you can. I'm not going to play any music, so if you want to pop your own music on in the background, then please feel free to do that now. And other than that, let's get started. So we're just going to start in a nice comfortable seated position. So if that's cross-legged for you, then let's just come to that seat. And you can either just leave those hands resting on your knees, lengthen that spine, draw the belly button inwards. And then option, if you like, you can either bring one hand to your heart center and place the other hand on top of it, or you can bring your hands to prayer position and push those thumbs into your sternum. And whichever pose you've chosen to take, just gently close the eyes and bow the chin downwards towards the chest. Keep that spine nice and long here. And then just take a moment here to notice how you feel. Notice any tension in your body. Notice your natural breathing pattern. And just be aware of yourself and how you're feeling today. So don't worry about anything else that's going on around you. Take this moment just to be present, to leave the day so far behind, and not to worry about anything else that you've got to do today or this week. It's just you on your mat. And then from here, we're just going to take a nice deep inhale through the nose, feel that chest rise. And then take a nice deep exhale, feel the chest fall. And again, take a nice deep inhale, sending your breath to any areas of tension in your body. And as you exhale, releasing that tension, letting it go. And again, take a nice deep inhale. And a nice deep exhale. And one more time, inhale. And as you exhale, just release those hands down to the knees. And just gently lift the head. And you can either keep the eyes closed or you can blink them open. And we're just going to start by taking some nice shoulder rolls. So we're going to take those shoulders backwards. And then we're going to roll those shoulders forwards. And then we're just going to drop that chin downwards towards the chest. Take a nice deep inhale here. And a nice deep exhale. And then as we inhale, we're going to look up over our right shoulder. And exhale, drop that chin to the chest. Inhale, look to the left. Exhale, chin comes to chest. Inhale to the right. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale to the left. And exhale, chin to chest. This time we're going to inhale, roll that head up to the right. Right ear comes to right shoulder. We're going to drop that head all the way backwards. And then as we exhale, left ear comes to left shoulder. And the chin comes back down to the chest. And again, inhale, right ear to right shoulder. And drop that head backwards. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. And chin to chest. And we'll take the other direction. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Drop that head backwards. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Chin comes to the chest. And again, inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Drop that head backwards. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. And the chin comes to the chest, and this is where it's going to stay. As we lengthen the spine, as we draw the belly button inwards, and as we just let that head hang heavy, feeling that stretch in the back of our neck. And maybe this is enough for you today, or maybe you want to take your hands onto the back of your head, interlace those fingers, and let those elbows drop downwards. So the weight of your arms is just stretching out that neck. And take a nice deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, releasing any tension, feeling any tension in the back of your neck just melting away with each exhale you take. Take one more nice deep inhale here. And as you exhale, just release those hands back down to your knees. Keep your chin to your chest. And then we're going to inhale, look up, arch the spine. Let's take some seated cat-cows. And exhale, round through the spine. Chin comes to chest. Draw the belly button inwards. Inhale, look up, arch the spine. Exhale, chin to chest, round that spine. And again, inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Draw the belly button inwards. Inhale, look up, arch the spine. Hold here, gazing upwards, pushing into those knees with the hands. And then let's round that spine. Chin comes to chest. Draw the belly button inwards. Let's just hold here. Really rounding that spine, feeling that stretch in your shoulder blades. And then just sit up nice and tall as we come back to a neutral seated position. Okay, so from here, we're just going to take our legs out nice and long. And we're going to point those toes upwards. So we're going to keep that spine nice and long. And the toes point towards the sky. So take a nice deep inhale, toes point upwards. And then exhale, just bend those toes. And again, inhale, toes point to the sky. Exhale, bend those toes. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, bend the toes. And one more time, inhale, point the toes. Exhale, bend those toes. And then just take those feet a little bit wider apart. And we're just going to draw big circles with those toes. Warming up the ankles and keeping that core engaged, keeping that spine nice and long. And let's take the other direction. Perfect. Okay. From here, we're just going to place our hands behind us. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, and then as you exhale, push those hips up towards the sky. So we're coming into our reverse plank. We'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just drop those hips back down, point those toes to the sky, and sit up nice and tall. So from here, we're just going to take the right foot and pop it on top of the left thigh. And just take hold of that foot, and we're just going to draw circles again here with that foot. And then the other direction. And then just take that foot and place it on the inside of the left thigh. So bend that knee, hug that knee inwards. And you can either interlace your fingers behind the right thigh, or you can just place your hands or hold your hands next to you. And as we inhale, we're going to lift that leg, point it towards the sky. Exhale, bend the knee. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. So try not to drop backwards here. Engage that core, stay sitting up tall. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time we're going to inhale, lift, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, lower that leg all the way down. Shake out those legs. And then we're going to place our hands back behind us. Take a nice deep inhale, and exhale, push those hips to the sky. Reverse plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let those hips lower back down to the ground. Sit up nice and tall, point the toes to the sky. And then we're going to take the left foot to the right thigh. And just draw circles with that foot. Keep those right toes pointed upwards. And take it in the other direction. Okay, place that left foot to the inside of the right thigh. And then again, either interlace those fingers behind the left thigh, or you can take them out beside you. But if you've taken them out beside you, make sure you keep that core engaged, your spine nice and straight, and pull backwards. And then we're going to inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time we're going to inhale, lift, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just slowly drop that leg and shake those legs out. Okay, this time we're just going to place our hands behind us, and we're going to bring those feet to the mat. So bend the knees. And we're going to take a nice deep inhale. As we exhale, we're going to lift the hips to the sky, this time coming into our reverse tabletop. And we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's drop those hips back down to the mat. This time, take the right hand and point the fingertips towards the back of the mat. So you can either take the same pose again, or this time, as we inhale, you're going to lift up and you're going to reach your left arm up and overhead. So take a nice deep inhale, lift, and reach that left arm up and over. You can gaze towards those left fingertips and really reach those hips to the sky. Hold here, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale, release that pose, drop those hips back down. And then we're going to point our left fingertips to the back of the mat. Reset ourselves here. Take a nice deep inhale, and we're going to reach those right fingertips up and over. Gaze towards the right fingertips. Push those hips to the sky. And hold here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, release that pose. So from here, we're going to take our feet as wide as the mat, and we're just going to push ourselves up through, and we are going to end up in our squat, so in our yogi squat, malasana. So from here, we're going to bring our hands together at heart center, and we're going to push our elbows into our thighs, opening up those hips. Take a nice deep inhale, and a nice complete exhale. Keeping that spine nice and long, the crown of the head lifted. Inhale. Exhale, place the hands to the mat. Lift those hips up towards the sky and just walk those feet inwards. And then just let yourself relax in your standing forward fold. So bend those knees if you need to. Point the crown of the head downwards towards the mat. And just allow yourself to hang here just for a moment. So maybe you want to bring your opposite hands to your elbows and just let yourself hang. So rock from side to side, forwards and backwards, lengthening out that spine, feeling that stretch in the back of your legs. Nice inhale here, and then exhale, place the palms back to the mat. Inhale, we're just going to roll up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slowly rolling the shoulders when you get to the top. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky, palms come together, gaze upwards, bend backwards. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards the mat. So inhale, we're going to come into a halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. And then as we exhale, we're going to step or jump back into our high plank. And we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From our high plank position, we're just going to start to walk those hands backwards, so towards the back of the mat, towards our feet. And then we're going to take those feet as wide as the mat again and lower ourselves down back into our malasana, our yogi squat. So those hands come together at heart center and we push against the knees, against the thighs. So from here, you're going to take your left hand down towards your left foot. So you're pushing into your left leg with your hand. And we're going to inhale and reach that right hand to the sky, gaze towards those fingertips. A little bit of a twist here. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, release that side. And then we're going to take the right hand by the right foot, push into the right leg with the right arm. And we're going to inhale, raise the left hand to the sky, gaze upwards towards the left fingertips. Inhale here, opening those hips, taking that twist. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, release, coming back into your yogi squat. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, place the palms to the mat. Inhale, raise those hips to the sky. And just walk those feet slightly in together. Exhale into that standing forward fold. Inhale, we're going to roll up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders when you get to the top. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky, palms come together. Gaze upwards, bend slightly backwards. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, gaze towards that mat. Inhale, we come into a halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, you're just going to walk those hands back forwards, coming into our high plank where we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So from here, placing the weight into your hands, you're just going to tiptoe, so creep those feet up towards the top of your mat, really lifting those hips nice and high. So your weight is coming into your hands. And then just walk those feet all the way back to the top of the mat. Exhale into your standing forward fold, bending the knees if you need to. And inhale, we're going to raise those hands to the sky. Bring the palms together. And exhale, draw them through down to heart center. Perfect. Inhale, let's raise the hands back towards the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards that mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift, look up, lengthen that spine. And exhale, step or jump back to your high plank. And this time we're going to lower ourselves down, bend the elbows, come through chaturanga, or you can take knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come into your upward facing dog. And exhale, raise the hips to the sky as we come into our first downward facing dog of the practice. So holding here, moving through the pose. You can walk those legs up and down. And one knee bend the other. Shake the hips from side to side. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Really melt that chest downwards towards the mat. Pushing into the palms of the hands, pushing into the feet. So it doesn't matter if we don't have the heels to the ground. That's not the aim here. Sometimes people will walk their feet in closer to their hands so they can get their feet to the floor. But it doesn't matter. So your hands and your feet should be in the same place as they were if you were to go down into your tabletop. Nice. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend the knees, and you can either step, walk, or jump forwards to the top of your mat. Exhale again in that standing forward fold, and inhale, raise the hands to the sky. We're going to interlace our fingers at the top and push those hands away, arms are beside the ears. Take a nice deep inhale here, lengthen that spine. And then as you exhale, you're going to draw those hands down in front of you, push them away, and round through that spine. So we draw the belly button inwards, chin comes to the chest. Inhale here, and exhale. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. Exhale, release the hands, bring them behind you, interlace the fingers, push the palms together. Take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, push those hands away. So standing up tall, just pushing the arms away here. Pushing the chest forwards, and reaching those arms upwards. So take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, maybe you can push them a little bit further. Inhale, exhale, release the hands. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. And exhale, draw those hands through to heart center. Inhale, raise those hands upwards. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards. Inhale, take a halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, either step or jump back, coming into your high plank. And lower yourself down through chaturanga, bending those elbows, or you can take knees, chest, chin. Inhale, coming into your upward facing dog, so you're on the palms of your hands, the front of your feet, hips are lifted. Exhale, tuck the toes, raise the hips to the sky, coming into your downward facing dog. Inhale here, and exhale. Inhale, let's raise that right leg to the sky. And as you exhale, just bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, raise the leg to the sky. Exhale, bring that leg all the way through to the top of the mat. Take that left foot to a 90-degree angle so the toes are pointing towards the long edge of the mat, and cartwheel those arms open as we come into our warrior two. So the hips are square to the left side of the mat. That right knee's bent 90 degrees. Sometimes a tendency can be for that knee to sink inwards. Push it outwards. External rotation of the thigh. Your right and your left fingertips are in one straight line. And your gaze is towards your right fingertips. So inhale here. And exhale. Inhale as you exhale. Pivot the front foot so the toes are pointing to the long edge of the mat. We're going to slightly pigeon toe those feet inwards. And we're going to raise the hands to the sky. So creating length, creating space. And then as we exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards. And gaze through the legs. And instead of having the palms out in front of us, we want to walk the palms of the hands so they're in between our feet. And we're just going to work on getting the crown of the head downwards towards the mat here. So take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, slowly raise those hands to the sky, come upwards. Exhale here, and then we're just going to take the right toes to point back to the front of the mat, and we're going to pivot the left toes to come into our high lunge. So take a nice deep inhale here, and then as we exhale, we're going to cactus the arms and lower the back foot down, back knee down. Inhale, lift up, high lunge, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, lower the left knee, cactus arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, this time we're going to lower and stay. So we're going to untuck the left toes and sink forwards into that front leg. Feeling that stretch in the hips, pushing the shoulders, the elbows backwards as we push the chest forwards. Maybe you want to take a slight gaze upwards. Add a little back bend. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, bring those hands together at heart center. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then as we exhale, we're going to twist to our right hand side, bringing the left elbow to the right thigh, trying to push those hands down towards our heart center as we twist around and gaze upwards, trying to keep that 90-degree bend in the right knee. So sinking into the hips and taking the twist. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, place those palms to the mat. From here, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and step that right foot back to meet the left in your high plank. Bend those elbows, lower yourself down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, take that downward facing dog. Gaze towards the belly button. Melt that chest downwards. Inhale, raise the left leg to the sky. Exhale, bring that knee to the nose, round through the spine. Inhale, lift the leg to the sky. Exhale, step that foot through, all the way to the top of the mat. Take the right foot to a 90-degree angle, toes point towards the long edge of the mat, and cartwheel those arms open. Coming into your warrior two. So this time, hips are square to the right side of the mat. Left knee is bent 90 degrees. Don't let that knee sink inwards. One straight line from the left to the right fingertips. And gaze towards the left fingertips. Hold here nice and strong in your warrior. Take a nice deep inhale. And a nice complete exhale. Inhale as you exhale, pivot those left toes to the edge of the mat, reach those hands to the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards. So those toes are slightly pigeon-toed inwards, heels go outwards. And instead of having those hands in front of us, we're going to walk the hands backwards so they're in between our legs. And then we're just going to gaze through our legs, reaching the crown of the head towards the mat. And just hold here and breathe. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, melting downwards. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, let's raise those hands to the sky. And then we're going to pivot that left foot to the front of the mat. And we're going to pivot onto the ball of our right foot, putting a bend into that front knee. Those hands reach to the sky. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthen. And then as we exhale, cactus arms, lower the right knee. Low lunge. Inhale, lift, reach the arms, high lunge. Exhale, cactus arms, low lunge. Inhale, lift the arms, high lunge. Exhale, cactus arms, low lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, this time we lower and stay. So untuck the right toes. Push the elbows, the shoulders backwards. Push the chest forwards. Sink into that lunge. Feel that stretch in your hips. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, bring those hands together at heart center. And then as you exhale, let's twist to the left hand side. Bringing the right elbow to the left leg. And pushing downwards. Opening up that chest to the left side of the mat. Still sinking into that front knee. So try and keep that left knee at a 90-degree angle as you take that twist. Hold here, inhale. And exhale. Pushing into the pose. Inhale one more time. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, place the palms to the mat. And tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, and step that left foot back to meet the right. Let's lower ourselves down through chaturanga, bend those elbows. Inhale into our upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, raise the hips to the sky. Coming into our downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend those knees, jump or step back to the top of the mat. Exhale in that standing forward fold. And as we inhale, we're going to raise those hands to the sky. Exhale, hands come together at heart center. Inhale, let's raise those hands to the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards that mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step or jump back into that high plank. Bend the elbows, slowly lower yourself down through chaturanga, or you can take knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Perfect. From here, we're going to inhale, raise that right leg to the sky. Exhale, bring that knee to the nose. Inhale, lift the leg to the sky. Exhale, step that foot through. This time the left foot's going to be grounded at a 45-degree angle. We're going to raise the hands to the sky. Hips are square to the front of the mat. That right knee's bent 90 degrees as we come into our warrior one. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale as we exhale, interlace those fingers behind your back. Push the hands together. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthen the spine. And as we exhale, push the hands away, hinge at the hips, fold forwards. Keeping that 90-degree bend in the leg and reaching the crown of the head downwards. So our torso comes to the inside of our right leg as we come into our humble warrior. Breathe here, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, release the hands. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, step that left foot forwards to meet the right at the top of the mat. Nice, so from here, we're just going to take our tree pose. So the right foot's going to either come to the left ankle, the left shin, or we can take it all the way up to the left thigh. Whatever feels good for you today. And we can either bring those hands together at heart center. Just choose one point to focus on. And then if you feel comfortable here, if you feel grounded through that left foot, maybe you want to reach those arms up towards the sky. And then maybe to challenge your balance even more, you want to close one eye, close the other eye, and maybe close both eyes. You fall out of your tree, no worries. Just come back into it. If your arms are lifted upwards here, just bring those hands together and bring them down to heart center. So take a nice deep inhale here, and in one move, we're going to exhale and kick that right leg backwards into our warrior three. So inhale here and exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, step that right foot down, ground it to a 45-degree angle, and reach those hands to the sky. So we're coming into our warrior one on the other side, so hips are square to the front of the mat. This time that left knee's bent 90 degrees, raise those hands to the sky. Take a nice deep inhale here, nice and strong in your warrior. And exhale. Inhale, exhale, bring those hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthen the spine, open the chest. And exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards. Pushing those hands to the top of the mat, bringing your torso to the inside of your left leg. And keeping that left knee bent 90 degrees, so knees over the ankle. Crown of the head points downwards. Really push with those hands in your humble warrior. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, release the hands. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, step that right foot to meet the left at the top of your mat. And exhale, draw those hands together at heart center. And we're going to take our tree pose on this side. So we're either going to bring the left foot to the right ankle, to the right shin, or all the way up to the right thigh. So whatever feels good for you today. Maybe you feel better on one side than you did on the other. Just take this to wherever you can. And know that no 2 days or no 2 sides are the same. And if you feel grounded with your hands together at heart center, maybe you want to reach them upwards. Choose one point to focus on, something that's not moving. Keep those arms beside your ears. Stand up tall. If you fall out, no worries, just come back into it. Maybe to challenge your balance even more, you want to close one eye, close the other eye. Maybe if you're feeling like a real challenge, try and close both eyes. Just take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, bring those hands together at heart center. And inhale in one movement. We're going to exhale, kick the left leg backwards as we come into our warrior 3. So one straight line from the crown of the head to the tips of our left toes. Nice. Inhale here. And exhale, place that foot down to the mat. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, place those palms to the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left in our high plank. And we're going to lower ourselves down through our chaturanga. Inhale, come into our upward facing dog. And exhale, raise the hips to the sky. Let's take that downward facing dog. Hold here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, let's gaze forwards, bend those knees, jump or step to the top of the mat. Exhale in your standing forward fold. And inhale, let's raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, hands come together at heart center. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards. From here, we're just going to put a bend into our knees, come up onto our toes. And then from here, we're just going to place our hands behind us and we're going to sit backwards. Perfect. Take those legs out nice and long and point those toes back towards the sky. Take a nice deep inhale here and a nice complete exhale, lengthening that spine. So from here, we're just going to bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, hug that knee inwards. And we're going to place the right hand behind us. Inhale, raise the left fingertips to the sky, gaze upwards. And then as you exhale, twist to the right. So you can either hug that right knee in, or you can bring the arm to the outside of the right leg. Keep those left toes pointing towards the sky. And gaze over your right shoulder. Opening that chest. Draw the belly button inwards, lengthen the spine. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, release the pose. From here, we're just going to drop that knee out to the side. So bringing the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left leg. And we're going to keep those hips nice and square to the front of the mat. So our chest is pointing forwards. Sometimes a tendency for it can be to point outwards towards the right knee. So twist it forwards. And then we're going to inhale, raise the hands to the sky, arms come beside the ears. Draw the belly button inwards, point those left toes to the sky. And then as we exhale, we're hinging from the hips, gazing towards those left toes and taking our forward fold. So just take this to wherever you need to today, wherever you can. If you want to put a bend into that left knee, then you can do so. If you've got any props, you can use like a strap, and you can do that too. And just hold and breathe here. So with every exhale, melting a little bit further into that pose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale And exhale, release, bringing yourself back up to center. Take that right leg out long and bring that left foot in. So placing it to the mat to the inside of your right thigh, point the right toes to the sky. Place the left hand behind you. Inhale, raise those right fingertips upwards. And exhale, take a twist to your left. So either hugging that left knee in, or you can bring your arm to that outside of your left leg. Gaze over the left shoulder. Draw the belly button inwards, lengthen the spine, open the chest. Inhale. And exhale, don't forget to point those right toes upwards. Inhale. Exhale, feeling that twist. Nice. Inhale. And exhale. Bring it back to center. Drop that knee out to the side. And point the right toes to the sky. Inhale, we're going to bring those arms upwards beside the ears. And then as we exhale, gazing towards the right toes, hinge at the hips, fold forwards. Perfect. Inhale here. And exhale. If you need to bend that knee, then do so. And just feel that lengthening in the spine, that stretch through the back of your leg. Those hips square to the front of the mat. So our aim here isn't to get the forehead to the knee. You should be gazing towards the toes. So feeling that lengthening in your spine, not any rounding. Just feeling any tension melt away with your out breath. And take one more nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, come back to center. And from here, we're just going to bring the right foot to meet the left. And we're going to take hold of the toes. Lengthen that spine, push the chest forwards. And push downwards with those knees, opening up those hips. Maybe you want to move the legs up and down. And just breathe here, inhale. And exhale, you can either stay here or maybe you want to fold forwards. Easing towards the front of your mat here. Again, just feeling that deeper stretch in your hips this time. Breathing in this pose. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, release. And from here, we're just going to cross those legs over. And let's just roll those shoulders backwards again. And roll the shoulders forwards. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And then as you exhale, place your right palm down to the mat, reach over with the left. Keep that left sit bone grounded. Feel that stretch in the left side of your body. Keep that torso nice and straight. So imagine you're in between two panes of glass. We don't want to fold forwards and we don't want to lean backwards. So inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, this time take it over to the left, placing your left palm to the mat, reaching over with that right hand. Lengthening the spine, keeping that right sit bone grounded, feeling that stretch in the right side of your body. Inhale here. And exhale. Melting into the pose, feeling that stretch. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, just melt those hands down beside you. And from here, just take a nice big head roll, one in each direction. And when you're ready, we're just going to take one more nice big stretch. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Bring the palms together, push the arms backwards towards the ears. Gaze upwards. And then as you exhale, gently close your eyes, bring those hands together at heart center, push the thumbs into your sternum, bow the chin downwards towards the chest. Keep those eyes closed. Keep that spine nice and long. Feel grounded through your sit bones. And then just take another moment here to notice how you feel. To remember any intentions that you set. Just to focus your mind on all the things that are important to you right now. Feeling that energy you've created in between the palms of your hands, sending it inwards through your heart center, taking what you need, giving what you can give. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose, and a nice releasing exhale. And again, inhale, and exhale. And take one more nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, gently lift that head up and blink the eyes open. I hope you enjoyed this practice. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening or your day whenever you're watching this. I hope to see you all again very soon. Namaste.